Welcome to our Monday night live immigration show. We are here every Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. Eastern. A lot of things are happening this week, and we are here to answer your questions. And let me see here. And lots of things happened this week. I mean, right now, the topic of today, we're talking about cancellation of citizenship interviews and also adjustment of status all over the country because of the new pause. Who is impacted? If your citizenship interview was canceled, let me know in the comments. I'm curious to know. And hey, Marilyn, good evening. It's crazy to think that it's been a week already since our last live. Uh, Welcome, guys, on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Bring your questions. We're talking about immigration interviews are being paused all over the country. People that had their interviews are not getting decisions, and we're starting. Thanks, guys. Good to see everybody. Just let me know where you're from. Drop it in the comments. It's always good to see you. And if you want to join me on the live, you can request to join at the bottom right here. Just line up, and I get you on the live show. And keep tapping the screen, guys, so more people can join us. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Let's see. Those of you that want to let me see here. Over here. If you want to join the video call on YouTube, I will post the link right here. There you go. You can use that. And if you want to join here on TikTok, you know what to do. Let's see here. We've got Joseph from Ghana, Mary from Minnesota, Nigeria. We got France. Nice. When I applied for my brother's green card for my mom, and you applied in 2023. Well, it's going to take a while. Can I travel to Dubai right now? Yeah, I don't see a reason why you couldn't. Thanks, guys. Keep sharing the live. And let me pin the form right there. The form at the bottom of the screen is for those of you guys that want to book consultations during the live show. You can do that by watching. Hey, from Vegas. Nice to meet you guys. Why are they canceling citizenship appointments? They're doing that because there's a pause on certain countries, specifically 19 banned countries, and anybody from that country, if you're applying for a green card citizenship, right now, they are pausing a lot of these applications. That's what we see. So I'm just curious if anybody who's watching the live right now and your citizenship interview has been paused, let me know. Because there are some things you can do to unpause it. Since Afghanistan, let's see here. Since Afghanistan was banned, should I still apply for my spouse? Yeah, again, like I said, the process of applying for a green card is going to take a while. So I don't think that anyone should stop applying for their family members. On the contrary, I think you should keep doing it because these restrictions can be lifted at any time, and if you're going to wait before applying for any benefit, it might take a while. All right, guys. So I'll get you guys on the show in a minute. And Marjorie, yeah, I'll get you in a minute. All right. Is that the oath ceremony paused for everyone or just those from the 19 countries? It's paused So far, from what I've seen, it's for people from those 19 countries. But we've seen people that are, let's say, citizens of Canada, but they were born, let's say, in Iran, and they're having issues right now with their citizenship. So we don't know exactly how they're doing it, if they're doing it based on country of birth or country of citizenship. But even with immigration, there's a lot of confusion as to what's happening right now. But it's very concerning because think about it. If you're, the oath ceremony is the last step. So we're talking about people that already passed their test and they told them that they have been approved and they're good to go. And then next thing you know, their oath ceremonies are scheduled and then they're canceled, right? So and then people are just going to be waiting for months and months. So I'm just telling you guys that anybody in that group, if your interviews are canceled, or if you went through your interview and then you don't have a decision yet, remember they only have 120 days to do that. And after that, every single one of you guys can apply for a mandamus lawsuit to sue the government just to release your case. And these have been very effective. And we're doing a lot of mandamus right now because they're just acting crazy, and we just have to do something. Um, is that oath ceremony pause for? I just know that. Is Nigeria one of those banned or affected by holds? So Nigeria is not banned yet. However, there's a rumor that they're going to add another 21 countries. So it's going to be about 30 countries altogether, and Nigeria is going to be on that list. And they even added Peru on the list, the proposed list, which is like weird. Like why Peru? Um, what about EB3? Looking right now, EB3 right now is still good. It's kind of moving slowly, but it is still not bad. In terms of what we've seen. You're going to see a movement in EB3, EB2, probably, I would say, after March of 2026, not before. So everybody's thinking about it. Yeah, 11 countries. Correct. What is this month 21G administrative processing speeding fast 1 year ago refused on F3 category? So anything that is happening in Islamabad, I don't have a prediction in terms of how long it's going to take. You know what I mean? Should be from Venezuela stay apply for a green card if they got married? Yes, yes. So as long as you're inside the United States, you can do it. But even if you're outside the United States, remember, even if you're from a banned country, there are exceptions, guys. All right, let me take. Let's see here. One of the people waiting. Anybody who wants to join us on the live, just request to join on the live. Keep tapping the screen and share the live so more people can join us. What is your name and where are you from? Hey, Peter. Good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, again, this is Zaki. I live in Colorado and I'm from Kansas.
Okay. Where do you live in Colorado?
Yes, sir. My question. Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me what's your question.
Yeah. My question is that interview, since the interview on the 17th of November, I passed.
Okay.
I had to decide, but I cannot decide. It's Captain. But it's me.
So you're one of those people that the oath ceremonies were canceled, right?
It's not canceled. Like the decision has not just like they not done the decision.
Oh, I see. I
Make the
see.
decision on that.
So what happened with you was even like a step before. So you went to the interview, but they haven't given you a decision, and now kind of it's going to be in the limbo for a little bit. We think.
Right, right. So the question is after 20 days, am I allowed to do the mandamus lawsuit or no?
So the way we see it and the way we recommend our clients is yes, because the only reason why they're delaying it supposedly is because they have this ban thing, but the ban doesn't apply if you're inside the U.S. You know what I mean? So the mandamus is going to help you because what they're doing is illegal. Okay,
Right.
so
And I have two or three bills that are going to collection that have been going to collection. Does it gonna hurt like the moral collector?
no, No, you shouldn't. These are personal debt that you have. So obviously
Right. I know those.
you'll settle it
I
when you
know
can,
one
but
was
it's not going to be impacting you.
right.
Yeah.
So one was from the leasing office that I didn't know took the lease, and I went on to a year that I'm taking credit card. The one of the bills went to collection, and there was another from credit card, and there was another from electricity. I didn't know of. After the interview, one of my friends told me that go to credit card market, and they will tell you how many bills are going in the connection, like how they're gonna look into that, like if they put more impact,
No, no, no,
they're gonna see
no.
after that, or
These
they're
are
gonna see.
personal debt, right? So that shouldn't be an issue. It's only about if you didn't pay your taxes, and obviously if this crosses into the criminal side of fraud, it's different. But
Okay.
just it's personal debt is not going to be an issue.
And I had two speeding tickets as well, which is we go. One was dismissed, and another was I went to court, and they give me that one of those
You
safety class or
you said you had
safety class. I don't know.
two of them.
Yeah, I had two. Yes.
Okay, two is
One
fine.
was 120.
Yeah, two is
One
fine.
was in 2021. And one was in 2023.
Yeah, two is fine. Shouldn't be a problem.
Thank you so much, sir. I
Right.
really appreciate
Of
that.
course,
Thank you.
anytime.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So anybody who wants to join on the YouTube, the the link is right here. So if you want to join a video, let me know. Um, I'm an Iranian American, have been citizen for 40 years. Is it safe for me to travel? So again, I made a video about this today, and I'm going to post it later on. It is safe to travel for U.S. citizens. Again, the only thing that I anticipate that could happen is maybe some delays upon entry, but naturalized citizens are safe. Like nothing's going to happen. They can't take your passport or anything like that. Why is the F2A category is not approved? It's stuck between 2020, 2022 September. The reason why is because there's too much demand. There's not enough supply of these visas, and therefore it's behind. We call this retrogression. Can a U.S. citizen still file I-130 for spouse overseas? That's on the travel ban. Correct. So, like I said, the I-130 just starts the process. It's going to take a while, so there's no reason why you wouldn't file, and it doesn't affect DACA because most DACAs are inside the United States, and this ban impacts people that are outside, typically. Brian says, I missed the check-in. I've been out with habeas. Any idea what will happen in 3 years? I mean, a lot of things can happen, right? But you definitely don't want to miss your check-in. I would definitely communicate with them and kind of explain what happened because they can always reinitiate detention. So I wouldn't do it. Like it's easy just to communicate with them. My F-360 was received in August for VAWA. How long do they take? So right now the VAWA cases are taking about at least 5 years average. So I think you guys are still you're still good. And again, today I recorded a video that will be released on YouTube probably I think on Thursday, which talks about the trends for travel for green card holders and citizens. And one of the things that I mentioned in that video is that they're going to be using starting in January quite sophisticated AI detection systems where they can detect how often you've been traveling outside of the United States, how often, how much time you spend abroad, which countries you travel to, even who you're traveling with using their face recognition tools, which means that in the future, when you apply for other benefits, like, if you're a green card, if you apply for citizenship, or, you try to renew a green card, they'll be able to use that against you. Say, hey, last time you traveled, you went to, Iran, or you traveled with this person, and this person is now detained, or you've been traveling too often, and we can track it. So this is going to be the new reality for green card holders moving forward. These travel tracking systems they're going to have, having the database with enough info to be able to argue with you and say, hey, we don't believe you that you just traveled for 2 days. We have records here to show that you've been gone for like 6 months. It's going to be very difficult for you guys to argue with it because they're going to be using those things. So I think that's like the big one that I see that is going to impact international travel because not only they're going to be doing that, but also when you travel out of the United States, they're going to be, they're going to have a system to track people who are leaving, which right now they don't do that. They don't care. Like for example, let's say you overstayed your visa, right? You can just leave tomorrow. But with the new system starting in January, they'll be able to check and see that you overstayed. And as you leave, some people could actually be detained. Or I mean, some people will be detained, not could. They will be detaining more people as they leave the country because they overstayed. So that is there's a big thing and that thing is actually coming in February, not in January. Um, how much will you charge about mandamus, lawsuit, base marriage, green card? I mean, it depends. Every mandamus is different. It depends on I think they usually start around 6,000, and they go up. Depends on the complexity of the case. Are they going after both illegal and legal immigrants? So remember, green card holders are legal, right? But if you have a violation or something that they don't like, then they will still go after you, even if you're legally here in the US. So it's not just a question of being legal in the US, it's a question of what are you actually doing while being in the United States. Hey, Deborah. um, when should I submit 751 waiver if there's a pending joint 751? You should wait for the divorce decree, right? So when you are married to your citizen and you guys get separated and you want to file the waiver, you should not file the waiver you have um, unless you have the divorce decree, because without the divorce decree you can't do it. Any updates with the dual citizenship news? Finding that you ask, but I recorded a video today which will be released sometime this week about the whole story of the dual citizenship revocation. This was introduced by um, you know a member of Congress, and essentially that proposal calls for the cancellation of citizenship if somebody holds two passports. So under the bill, they're going to give naturalized citizens 1 year to renounce your other passports. And if you're not going to do it within 1 year, they'll automatically take away your citizenship. That was a proposal of the bill. In my mind, like I said in the video, I don't think this bill is going to go anywhere because, first of all, think about it. Um, let's say it does pass. Some by miracle they're able to pass it. To enforce something like this, the only place you can actually get your citizenship revoked would be, with the State Department. They're going to start renouncing it. They also have to go set up special hearings for that. They're going to have to find those people. I mean, to enforce something like this is impossible, and so I don't think it's more of an intimidation tactic, if you know what I'm saying. So yes, I don't think it's going to happen. All right, guys. So let's see who is waiting here. And then again, if you guys want to join on YouTube, I will connect the link here and use that link to join me on the live.
Hello.
Yeah. What is your name and where are you from?
Yeah, my name is Hamilton Kwame. I'm from West Africa,
Okay.
Ivory Coast.
All right.
Yeah, I don't lie because I wanted to hack something because I got my green card and right now I have an emergency to go to my country in Ivory Coast and my passport expired and I asked a pass for my embassy and they gave me it, but I'm scared to go because as my passport expired, I didn't want to go, and when I will come back, they will say no, I don't have to enter in the United States, but I can go in my country, and after that, make a new passport before to come. But I'm scared. I want to ask before to go.
So, I mean, based on just what you described to me, is that as long as you have the temporary passport to leave, right, which you're going to get from your country, as long as you have that, you're fine to travel. Before come back, just renew it, get a new passport in your home country, and you're fine. And you have your green card. All you need is your green card and your passport, and I assume that you don't have a criminal record, right?
No, I don't those things.
Yeah. So if you don't have that, then you should be good. I don't think that there's going to be an issue at all.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Definitely. Safe travel, you know what I mean? And Julie, how do we get in touch with you? So, Julie, since you're watching this on YouTube, this is the number you need to text me. Anybody who's watching this on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, use that number right now from the live. And anyone on, thanks, Cesar, anyone on TikTok, there is a form that I'm just pinning right now. Use that form to get in touch with me, or the number in my bio. You can use the number in my bio to send me a text during the live. The easiest thing to do is to do it through during the live. Then you get a priority to communicate with me. Um, are they stopping process citizenship through military service? No, they're not. They're not doing that because that's a whole different process, right? What I'm talking about right now is that anybody that went through their interview and they were potentially approved, now we have a lot of people that are getting their interviews postponed, right? Let me see what we have here on Instagram. And again, anybody who's watching this on Instagram, just send me a DM, direct DM on Instagram. That'll be easy. Big Danny, I came in with a tourist visa. I had a change of status, but it's still pending. After 6 years, no update. So if you're gonna get married to a citizen, you are considered to be overstay, which is fine. You should be able to file it. Just make sure you prepare the case properly. Send me a DM if you're watching this still. Do you think the dual citizenship getting revoked is gonna happen? It's very low. And I just answered this question right now. We have people from Liberia. Goodest, hey Goodest, hey Stephanie, nice to meet you. Uh, let's see here. Can you do a mandamus if I have 6-1-2 waiver? The husband's Mexico 2022. Oh, thanks, Shabak. Appreciate it. We've got our favorite. You can probably. Hadas Magiri. The wait time to get a green card. It's a long time for EB4. I would do it differently, Hadas. Send me a DM. Don't go for the green card through the R visa because that takes forever. Anyway, anybody who's watching this on Instagram, just send me a DM. Quickest thing to do. Thanks, Shubak. Appreciate it. I'm a green card holder. This is from Pat. With dual citizenship from Colombia and Venezuela. I'm going to Colombia for Christmas. Should I worry? No, you shouldn't worry. If you have no criminal record, you shouldn't worry. Once again, anybody on Instagram, just literally send me a DM during the live. Anybody else on TikTok, use the phone number in my bio or the screen, the form that is linked at the bottom here. Use that form. Do it through the live. Like literally, send me a message right now through the live, and you will be able to book with me ASAP. And join me on video, guys, on YouTube. Don't be scared. It is safe to see me to come on YouTube on video. Magali, my husband is currently in the process of removing conditions, but his country is one of the 19 countries that are still under. Does it affect it? No. Remember, guys, even if you are from the 19 countries, as long as you're inside the US, you guys are safe. It's only impacting people that are outside because it's part of the. My silence started for me. 6 friends changed from next step to interview. Is it because the asylum pause? It could be. It could be. I have a VAWA case. I applied in 2022. I'm still waiting. Prima facie case reserved. I change. It means that they are working on your case. That's all it means. What happens when your visa expires while the AOS is pending? Are we going to get detained, stressed out? So that's a good question from Nell. So remember, the only people that are getting detained right now is if you overstayed before you filed your green card, right? So right now, I'm doing this live from San Diego. This is the first office that start detaining people because they overstayed. They're still doing that, by the way. They're still detaining people. But the overstay means that you had your visa, the visa overstayed, and then you file for the green card, right? So that's not, but in your case, you're fine. Jeffrey, I'm eligible to file my citizenship. However, I'm from one of the 19 ban countries. Should I apply? I think you should apply because once they lift the ban, you'll be first in line. You know what I mean? So I think you should file. Send me a message if you need assistance with that. I'm just putting the number here, Jeffrey. That's for you and for anybody else that needs it. All right. N600 are paused too. Is it part of the 19 countries? I don't think the N600 is paused. You might have something else. I'm under EB3. My priority date is current, but I haven't received my um so you have to follow up with them to see what happened because there may be just a random delay. How about somebody has a 10-year green card? They should be fine. Like I said, unless you have some kind of issue. I used my EBT card 3 times since I now stopped using because um, it's fine. We're talking about they're worried about long-term use. If you're using public benefits for many, many years, that's when people are going to get into trouble. You're going to be fine. Guys, keep tapping the screen, please. If you're here, 2 things, TikTok people. Follow my account so you don't miss any of the daily videos. And also share the live right now. Okay, guys, please share the live. Keep tapping the screen and send me a text using the number in my bio right now during the live. All right, guys, do it right now or use the form. I linked the form below. We got here. I got my EAD from a U visa this year. After how long can I apply for the green card? Well, first of all, you have to get approved. If you didn't file the adjustment with your U visa, if you file it separately, now you're gonna have to get. Thanks, guys, for the. Now you're gonna have to get your U visa approved first, then wait a year, and then you can file for citizenship. Right? It's not clear if your U visa is already approved. Your visa is not approved yet, right? Um, but you had the option to file for the adjustment together. Okay. Right now, not everybody can. They've made some changes to the U visa rules. Not everybody can file for the adjustment. I'm an EB and IW and received my work visa, but no green card. It was filed in October 2022. How long do I wait for my green card? Remember, Sherry, is that you have to look at your priority date, right? So we have to look at the priority date compared to what it is now. And once the dates are current, that's when you're going to get your green card. The reason you didn't get it is because it's still pending. Is it safe to apply for a T visa? Oh, thanks, Amal. Appreciate you. I'm gonna get you on the. Are you on part of the people waiting for to go on the call? All right, perfect, Amal. Let's get you in. Is it safer to apply for a T visa or U visa if you were ordered removed in the 90s? It depends if you qualify for a T visa. If you qualify for a T visa, apply for a T visa. If you qualify for a U visa, apply for U visa. It depends. There are different categories. T visa is for abuse at work, smuggling. U visa is for crimes. Amal,
Okay.
how are you? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Where are you from, and what is your question?
So I'm from Afghanistan.
Okay.
I've been here in US for 3 years, and I have a green card, a 10-year green card. I got it through SIV, Special Immigrant Visa Program.
Okay.
So my question is that my wife lives in Europe, and I had a plan to visit her this December, on 15th of December. I planned it 2 months ago. So
Okay.
I don't have any criminal history. Everything is clear. So what do you suggest? Will it be a problem for me if I
Don't
visit
go.
her?
Don't go. You're from Afghanistan. Afghanistan is the #1 country that is targeting right now. If you leave, the chances of you coming back are going to be very small, to be honest with you. So I don't think you should go right now. It's just I don't know why. Again, I understand the shooting and all that. It was a very sad event, but right now people from Afghanistan are being targeted, and I'm afraid that if you leave the country, the chances of you coming back are going to be very, very small. At least for now. It may change in a month or two. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But if you want to travel during December, don't do it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Of course.
Okay.
Things might change later, right? But for now, don't do it.
Mhm.
You know, I get a lot of questions from people about travel, green card holder citizenship. I made a full, once in a while I make videos on YouTube to describe the different transition of the dangers of traveling, different statuses. I've made one today, which will come out in a few days. And like I said, I'm typically very optimistic. I just kind of give you, my warning. But people from Afghanistan, I'm telling you, this is like if you're talking about singling one country, Afghanistan right now. If you're from Afghanistan and you're going through any benefits with immigration, everything is paused. Work permits, adjustments, even business case. Like I have a guy who's a PhD from Afghanistan. His green card is like sitting idle, like nothing. But travel specifically, if you're from Afghanistan, you're going to travel. If you have a green card, I think it's going to be tough for you guys to come back. So I just think at least for the month of December, just kind of stay put and let's assess and see what happens. And again, this is just my personal opinion. Yeah. Can someone who lost asylum case and deported be sponsored for a work visa? Uh, well, technically, yes. But the question is, how long ago were you deported? Was there a 10-year bar or a 20-year bar? And if we can overcome these bars with any waivers, then absolutely you can come back. You know what I mean? What are the chances of people getting denaturalized after getting citizenship? Um, Gina, that's a good question. We have also a similar question here on YouTube. So, a lot of U.S. citizens are worried that they might lose their citizenship for, committing crimes or, and again, I always kind of believe that, this is a very extreme act to take somebody's citizenship. However, with the amount of rhetoric and the amount of things that they're talking about, I don't think it's not impossible for there to be some sort of an executive order or bill that will say if you are a naturalized citizen and A, we discovered that something fishy in your green card process, B, you've committed a crime after getting your naturalization, then we might be able to take your citizenship away. And once that happens the first time, thanks guys. Once it happens once, the road is very, it's a slippery road towards what else they can do to take somebody's citizenship. Because think about it, just a few months ago, they specifically said they're going to start deporting only serious criminals. Okay, that was said in January. We are now in December, right? And less than a year ago, we're now getting people taken, detained, and deported at their green card interviews, right? So we are talking about full criminals, dangerous criminals in January. Less than a year now, we're now getting people deported that are not only they're not criminals, but their wives, children of service members, non criminals. They overstayed their visas, and they are fixing their status by doing the right thing, and they are being detained and removed. Okay, this is happening right now. So you ask me, well, they'll denaturalize, criminals and people that committed fraud and they got citizenship by fraud in January of 2026. And then December of 2026, we're going to hear people getting their citizenship revoked because they committed the DUI. Do you know what I mean? So it is possible that it can happen, right? Because who would have believed that? Like, if you told me in January of 2025 that I will be attending an interview with a client of mine who is a wife married to a Navy person, right, who's deployed twice already, and they have a 6 months old baby. Okay, she overstayed maybe 3 months, because technicalities, and now they're going through the green card process. They're going to fix their paperwork, and I will go to the interview with them because that's the right thing to do. And then we're going to sit at the interview. We're going to go through the full interview, and then um, ICE agents will enter the room and take away the client and detain her and put her in a jail. And she will be in this jail for 4 days while her baby needs breastfeeding at home, right? This just now, this is not fiction. This is something that happened to a client of mine, right? Now, did I get her out after a couple of days? I did. Um, was she traumatized for the next few years? Yes. Was it necessary for them to arrest her? No, but they did, right? Are you safe? I don't know. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where the problem is, right? Um, so all right. Let's get somebody else on the video. Guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, here's the link again. I'm sorry, Gina. The link went away, but it's back here. I'm gonna get you guys here. Once again, joining us on TikTok, we're talking about the crazy world of immigration. Who is being detained, who's not being detained, what can you do to keep yourself safe? All the questions, all the answers. We have the prime show for immigration on Monday nights. Out of all the channels, this is the one you want to be on. Um, let's see here on Instagram. We've got, oh my God, we've got people from the Philippines. Nice. Australia. Perfect. If you're watching this on Instagram, please send me a DM. M Zane, can you tell us about VAWA? How's the approval rate? The approval rate is pretty good for VAWA. It's still 82%, and it's pretty safe if you have a good case. For sure, send me a DM if you're watching this on Instagram. And if you, again, once again, if you're watching this on YouTube, the number is on the screen. We got Suraj here, and then we've got Kareem, Deja, we've got Asaji and Jacob and a bunch of other people. So, all right. Can you hear me, Suraj?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. If your video works, put your video on. Let us know where you're from. Eh,
Um, I'm from Georgia,
Okay.
Atlanta, Georgia.
What is your
So my
question?
question is, I fill out the I-130
Okay.
on 2023
Okay.
November, but I haven't got any update yet.
Okay. So you filed the I-130 for which case? Marriage?
Marriage, yes.
So you filed it 2 years ago. You have no updates yet, right?
No update yet.
So we got to do a mandamus. This is unreasonable. This is crazy. They should at least give you something. You got no request for evidence, nothing?
No, no, nothing. It just says we are still reviewing your document.
No, this is crazy. So we need to take action. This is a clear example of mandamus. Like 2 years waiting, no action, right? So listen, I'm gonna put my number right here. Please send me
I
a
have
text
your
right now.
number from the previous
Yeah,
stream. I
just send
mean,
me a
stream.
text. Send me a
Okay,
text. We'll take care of it. Just mention that you are the guy who waited 2 years, okay? So I remember you.
okay, I
All right.
will.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
All right. Appreciate you. All right, we got Wissam. Wissam,
Hello.
can you hear me?
Yes. Hello, Jacob. How are you?
I'm very happy to see you again. Now you're
Mer-
Christmas spirit.
Merry Christmas. Yes, I am, and with my scooter too.
Oh, nice. I
Jac-
see it. Yeah, people who don't see him on TikTok, he has all the lights on him, the Santa hat. I love it.
thank you, thank you,
Yeah,
Jacob. You know what happened to Mal Al Sham? It burned out.
you're in El Cajon, right?
Yes, yes. Like it's fully burned out. Like the fire has been killing all the store. Sadly.
Where? Which
But
one? The Syrian restaurant?
yes, Mal Sham.
No way. When did it happen?
Yes. It
When?
happened like I think 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
Yeah.
You think it was an act of terrorism or
No,
it was an act of
no, 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 no. It's just
accident?
like it's a tighter store, you know. It's like small store, and probably that's why. But they're gonna make it
Oh,
now wider, hopefully.
I see. Wow.
Yeah. So
So tell
Jacob,
me.
actually, I want to ask you. So me and my sister, we are
Yeah.
using medical and food stamp through
Okay.
asylum.
Okay.
Once we and we have, as I told you before, we have F2B category. So if we
Okay.
move to F2B category and we do the visa through the green card, they're gonna consider it as a public charge.
So okay? So right now, you are you using it for what? Are you using it as your backup insurance, or you actually taking the money from that?
No, no, no. The medical is a medical from California. You know, like a
Yeah, yeah,
program
yeah.
from a
So
welfare.
you're using it as needed, right?
Yes, yes,
So let me explain that. That's a good question. So people are asking, well, right now we're taking medical, like you under the law today, you're fine. You're not doing anything illegal. But if
right.
they pass the expanded public charge, the one that he wants to pass in January, if it
Yes.
if they pass it, then you're gonna be in trouble. But right now, the way the law stands today, you're doing nothing wrong. You're eligible for it. But they're
Okay.
saying once they pass the new public charge thing, what you're doing could be used against you. It's not sure, but it could be. You understand?
But I am I've been here since 2011. Me and my sister and my mom. My mom, she's British and us, and like we don't have income really. We don't have income. Like
But that's what I'm saying. I think for you, there's a way to explain why you're doing it. So you should
okay,
be fine.
exceptions.
Exactly. There are going to be a lot of exceptions because there are many people like the asylees. We have a lot of SIGS. We have a lot of people that be using the medical because they really have no income, and so it's a good way to explain to them. Listen, this is not. But if you just came here 3 years ago as a student and now you're using public benefits, they're not going to like it. You know
Right.
what I mean? So somebody like you, I believe you'll get the exception because you deserve it.
Thank you. So now, to be honest with you, I'm working. I caregiver my mom, so I cancel my medical. You know, but my sister, she needed because she doesn't know English. She can't work. You know, she have some issues, to be honest with you. But
Okay.
now I'm with Kaiser. You know, like I have like insurance with Kaiser. I cut off the medical because I can have both. You know, because either one to go
Yeah.
to like my primary doctor. But thank you so much for explaining. And Jacob, so another questions I have is Jordan safe for a travel ban? Jordan country
Not yet. Jordan is not on the travel ban.
is not on the travel ban.
It could be in the future, but it's not right now.
Yeah, but they are allies with United States.
Correct. I don't think it's gonna join the ban.
Okay. And last question, Jacob, very quick, if you don't mind. So, is there look? Okay, so we came here as a parolee, like we've been inspection here in United States as a parolee. Okay, we've been inspected, but our parolee, like the I-94, every year that we renew, it's expired. Like when my priority date will become current, even if I have asylum case, can I adjust status through the F2B inside United States, like with matter of urban, or no, we can't, like we have to go
You,
back
you
to
know, it's
Jordan.
hard. It's very difficult to answer the question because it depends on the time when it becomes current, right?
Right,
We'll have to see because immigration have discretion in that respect, right? So
right.
when your day become current, we'll have to check how the administration is looking at those kind of cases and make a decision.
Okay, so possibly, maybe yes,
Eventually, yeah,
maybe no. Yeah,
correct.
but if we go like back to Jordan and we terminate asylum case, if we don't have any criminal records, anything like that,
You'll
they're
be
gonna
fine.
give us the visa, right?
Correct. Absolutely.
Perfect. Thank you
Right?
so much, Jacob. Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope
Yes,
you
sir.
have a
Happy
good
holidays.
holiday. And thank you for helping always. Like, Jacob, you're amazing attorney ever. God to
Appreciate
bless
it.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you.
Always nice to see, like positive. So many people. This guy is so positive. Always good to see his nice energy. All right, guys. So keep posting the questions here. Andrew, yes, this is the number. If you want to text me from YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, the number is on the screen. Do it right now from the live. You'll be surprised what happens. And for you guys, once again, TikTok, the form is at the bottom here, and use the form to book the consultation from the live, or send me a text from my the number is in my bio, and it goes straight to me, and we'll be able to communicate and book your appointment. Um, all right, let's see here. We've got hey Jasmine, how are you? Um, Philly Junior, please, thanks a lot. Send me a message, either the form or the number, and then we'll jump on it. Let's see. Let's see here. Um, we've got
Hello.
yes. Your name is Jacob. Hey Jacob, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, sir.
You have a good name.
Thank you. I appreciate what you're doing, sir.
Thank you.
I've been watching all your videos almost in my green card journey,
Thank you.
and thank you for your advices. Jacob, I got a question. So I got arrested back in 2022
Okay.
in Texas here for no driver license and possession of a drug paraphernalia.
What was your status at the time?
Out of status. I was a student and I broke my visa.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Okay.
So recently I got married in 2024 from an American citizen.
To a citizen, right?
Yes, sir. And in 2025, I obtained my green card. It was a conditional green card, which is recently back in May this year. So my question is, I already disclosed the criminal charges I had in
Okay.
the Form I-485, and however, they approved me without even like a waiver, you know.
Okay.
So for my next step right now is removing the conditions from my green card. There's the same specific question, number 20, part one. Have you ever been arrested? Blah blah blah. You know. So do I have to disclose it again?
Absolutely. Every time you ask this question, specifically, those are very sensitive questions right now, because if you don't, they'll use it against you to say that you are hiding information and stuff like that. So always disclose. Yeah.
So is there any like danger, or it's gonna be like the same of the I-485?
Well, I mean, again, you're talking about your removal of conditions right now, right?
Yes, sir.
No,
I
it should it should be the same. No, it should be the same. As long as you disclose it, it's fine. It's as long as you don't have any new violations, it shouldn't be a
No,
problem.
no new violations, no new anything, you know.
Yeah,
So it's gonna be okay, right?
correct. No worries.
Thank you so much, Jacob. Thank you
Good
so much,
luck.
man. I
Of
appreciate
course.
you.
Thank you, sir. Hey Jasmine, appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Let's see here. If unauthorized work is forgiven on 2 years green card, may it be still a problem for a 10-year green card? No. No. So basically, if you work illegally, right, then you marry your citizen, that 2 years or whatever, how many years of work, unauthorized work, is going to be waived. Then when you apply for your 10-year green card, that's it. They're not questioning that anymore. Now they're looking at the validity of the marriage. Are you with your spouse? Are you guys still together? That's what they're looking for. My husband is from Nigeria. We filed I-130 in April. How long does the process take before we go to the second? It will take at least a year before you go to step number 2, to the NVC. After getting my green card, how do I update my address? You have to go online and you fill form AR11. It is essential that you update your address, guys, because if you don't, it is a violation right now. It could hurt green card holders and visa holders. So it's very simple. It's an online form. If you don't do it, they're going to use it against you, right? That's what they do right now. If I don't pass my citizenship interview due to incomplete documents, will it be safe for me to travel? Yes. So remember, if you go through the N400 process and you don't pass the test, or you fail the application because you don't have your forms were not done properly, you're still a green card holder, right? So you're always a green card holder until you take the oath. And so if you don't have any other problems, you can still travel. Correct. Trump is taking advantage of vulnerable immigrants, and I agree with you. Hey, Samakaya, nice to meet you. Back in July, when the Dignity Bill was introduced, you said nothing would happen in 2025, and you were right. But you were optimistic that some kind of immigration bill would pass in 26. Are you still optimistic? You know what? That's true. I did say that I don't think anything is going to happen in 2025. No reform. I do believe something is going to happen in 2026. Is it going to be an immigration reform? No, but you're going to see some big bills that are going to pass that are going to be helping certain immigrants. I think DACA is going to be resolved in 2026. I think you'll see some movement pushing for. I'm talking about the second part of 2026. I firmly believe that something big is going to happen. Here's how I know it. And every time we're doing these lives, there's always a few people from ICE watching the live, from immigration, which it's fine. I don't care. But here's how I know that something big is going to happen in 2026. So 2025, they're pushing people away. Over 2.2 million people left the U.S. either voluntarily or through deportation. Okay, so they're going to try to clear as many people as possible by force, by intimidation, by despair. So you say, you know what? I'm just going to give up and I'm going to leave. I've been here for 20 years. I'm just going to leave. Why? Because in the second part of 2026, there will be a few bills that will be introduced and will pass, that those bills are going to do either an expansion of registry, which means that if you've been here in the United States since 2010 and you're not a criminal, you're not, you'll be able to get into a path of legalization. As long as you do this and that, you're going to go into a 7-10 year path. Okay. So the more people they can get rid of now, or people who are going to leave, less people are going to stay to be able to benefit from the immigration reform that will pass. Well, not a form of immigration reform that will pass in 2026. And like I said, mark my words, we will do this live here after June of 2026, and you will see. I told you. So because there's no reason in the world why they're going to try to remove as many people as possible if they know that they're going to pass some sort of legalization. They're going to say, well, if we have 2 million people less to legalize, that's a win, right? And so if you go back to the 80s, before they passed the big amnesty, the difference between what happened back in the 80s and now is obviously we had less people that were undocumented. We had less contention about immigration. And the idea behind the amnesty was that they needed to bring these people into society so they can officially pay taxes, they can officially participate in life, because they've been here already for years, right? So we know that we have over 20 million undocumented immigrants in the United States that potentially could be eligible for this, right? So that is the reason why it's happening. And you will see it. You will see it, guys. It's going to start in February of 2026. You're going to start seeing those little bills. And so those of you that are going to be patient, that are going to stay the course, they're going to be educating yourself how to legalize yourself, that hopefully you won't be detained and removed before that. Because think about, why would they go after immigrants that are trying to legalize themselves right now, as we speak, at immigration interviews, and try to detain them and potentially intimidate them to get them deported? Because all the clients that I had that ended up in removal, they had one thing in common. All of them were approached by ICE agents once they were detained, and say, hey, sign this form here and you don't have to stay in detention. Why would you want to be in detention? Just sign this form. And that form was a very simple form. It says, I sign that I give up the right to go before a judge. I give up the right to go before a judge, and I subject myself to expedite removal. All these people were intimidated to sign this form. And I tell my clients, and I know any of you guys are watching this, and those ICE agents among you guys, sorry, but I'm going to tell everybody to do this because that's the right thing to do. If you get detained, do not sign anything. Why are we saying that? We're saying that because if you're going to sign a form that says, I am subjecting myself to expedite removal, then you're still going to be in detention for a while. And once you get out of detention, you'll just be deported, right? So don't sign anything until you speak to your attorney. All right. So I do think something big is going to happen in 2026, and it's going to be beneficial for you guys who are going to stay the course and keep yourself safe here. Um, oh, okay. I get it. Well, some people don't care, right? Let's see here. What about Gambia and the travel again? So far, I have no information about Gambia. I had my citizenship test in September and I didn't receive anything yet. Well, if you're one of the 19 countries, you're probably not going to see it for quite a while. I'm from Togo. I want to ask if it was still good to file N400. You should file it. It's going to take 9 months. By then, it will be released. If I marry a green card holder, how long will it take to get a residency? If it's green card holder, it's going to take 2 years. If it's a citizen, it's 10 months. My husband did his interview in May of 2025 and he didn't get his visa still. Well, it depends which embassy. Tell me which embassy. All right, guys, we have a lot of questions here on TikTok. My husband is, I'm currently waiting for advanced parole. Should I apply for adjustment of status already? Yes. If you're eligible, why not? Why not? All right, let's see. Who is waiting here? Okay, let's see here. I want to return to my country. Can immigration detain me? Well, if you're able to leave, they shouldn't be detaining you. They shouldn't be detaining you. If you're able to leave, you should be okay. Let me see here. Do you do perms? Yes, I do perms. Absolutely. We do EB3, EB2 perms. Yes, where are you from and what is your question?
I'm from Turkey. I have a quick question.
Okay.
I'm living in Florida.
Okay.
I have the asylum case right now. I don't know what happened. Should I apply right now? I don't know. Just pending. My court time is 2029.
I mean, they're not actively looking after asylum seekers. They're not detaining them, right? So if you happen to be in the wrong place in the wrong time, maybe. But I don't think you should worry about anything. You have a pending asylum. Carry your documents with you. You should be fine.
Yes, I have everything. Social security number, work permit, everything. I don't have any criminal record, something. I'm clear. But I'm just afraid because every day change the rules, better than me.
No, for sure, for sure. That's why it's good that you're on the live here. Make sure you follow my account and keep the videos every day. But so far, you're safe.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
You are very helpful. I'm watching your all videos, all live.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, sir. Thanks, guys. I appreciate all of you. Teresa says, my I-45 was denied. I applied for 290B. They have over 1 year now. How do you think I need a... Well, remember that when you get a case denied, right? When you get denied, the appeal itself doesn't keep you legal, right? The appeal itself, hopefully it will be approved, but it doesn't give you legal status. So just be aware of that. I'm just telling you that. Is it motion to reopen possible for someone with a previous deportation? I mean, it's possible in some cases, but again, we have to look at your specific facts. What was the reason? The previous removal. You know what I mean? Did you leave? If you haven't left, then it's not gonna. It's gonna make things complicated. How long does it take for the U visa? Over 5 years. So once again, guys, those of you watching this on TikTok, please, first of all, share the live. Follow my account if you're not following me yet. And if you need consultation, do it through the live, guys. Do it during the live because during the live, you have the chance to use the form that is pinned, and it's the best way to do it. So thanks for following me. Thanks, Suda. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Jeffrey. Thanks, Super LJ, for sharing the live. Absolutely, guys. You guys are amazing. That's how we do it. Okay, let's see here on Instagram. So if you watch this on Instagram, do I need an attorney to change my last name on my green card after divorce? No, you don't need an attorney. You can do it yourself. For cases that you don't need an attorney, I'll tell you guys. For this, you can do it yourself. Can you apply for EB2 if you have an asylum case pending? Absolutely. It depends on when you applied. Is it safer to travel internationally on STEM OPT? or VAWA advanced parole, STEM OPT for sure. Do you take do you take cases in all 50 states? Yes, I take all 50 states. Listen, immigration is federal. That's the beauty thing. I can help clients in New York 8 a.m. on Zoom because some courts accept video calls. We can do telephonic interviews. We also fly to represent clients in different states, so we can do it all, guys. This is 2025. Um, AI makes things much quicker for us, and we can help guys every single state. So you don't need to work with the mediocre lawyers in your state. Work with us, and you'll never regret it. Obviously, changing. Do I need an attorney to change? What's the time frame for a T visa? 5-6 years. Do you do EB1A self petitions? Absolutely, guys. We do a lot of self petitions. That's what we do. That's my specialty. So self petition, green cards, EB5s, the whole gamut. I have a question. I entered America in 2020. I get a green card, a refugee, apply for citizenship. Can I have a schedule December 2025? They canceled it. Pharaoh, actually send me a message. I'm looking for people that their interviews were canceled because we have a bunch of reporters that want to write a story about it. So if your interview was canceled, send me a message because I want to connect you with the reporters that are doing the story about it because they want to publicize it. Okay, so send me a message if your interview was canceled. Approved visa, you can travel if you're from the 19 countries. Yes, you can. Can you guys share your citizenship interview oath ceremony experience, please? Marisol, that's a good question. So that's the nice thing about the lives and the community here, because anybody, if you're watching this and oh yeah, thanks Camilo, I appreciate it. You're the best. You are the best. I appreciate everything. Oops, my phone is closed. Yeah, here we go. Let's do this. Lubna, I need to book an appointment. Can first session is free? No. The consultations are not free. If you go with somebody who gives you free consultations, forget about it. It doesn't work, guys. Attorneys that are busy and actually spend the time with you, they have to charge for consultation. It's not going to be a high amount, but you have to charge something. People offer you free consultations. They're just, I wouldn't do it. Do you think El Salvador will be on the banned countries? Diana, yes, I believe it will be. Have you heard of people being detained when submitted 751 the last 3 months? No. I haven't heard of anyone detained for 751 interview, but people are getting detained for their 45 interviews for the green cards. For sure. Let's see here. How about the green card lottery? It's not happening in 2025. You realize that, right? It is going to happen in 2026. At some point in 2026. Hi, what's your name and what is your question?
My name is Angel. I have a question.
Where are you from, Angel?
Nigeria.
Nigeria. Okay. What's your question?
I have been trying to get my green card for over 4 years now.
Okay.
On the EB3 category for registered nurses.
Okay.
I just wanted to see if there's another pathway for me because it's becoming ridiculous. And because I came here on an F1, I have to keep going back to school and I'm running out of money and I don't know what to do.
So, I mean, the EB3, especially did they file you as a Schedule A nurse?
They didn't because the visa bulletin wasn't moving.
Oh.
So the lawyer said there was no point.
Got it.
That's the main thing that's like, but I have to pay my lawyer fees. I have to keep going back to college and
Yeah.
I'm running out of money and I don't know what to do. So,
But did they find you an alternative visas option? Like instead of waiting, because the EB3 is what it is, right? It is, you can't change the visa bulletin, but you could apply for a different work visa potentially. and then you don't have to go to school. Did they explore that possibility for you?
No, I think she said those were my only options, so that's why I'm trying to
Are
see if I.
you what do you have a degree?
Yes, I have. I just have my bachelor's in nursing.
Bachelor in nursing, and how many years experience do you have?
Two.
Okay. Um, and you're from Nigeria?
Yes.
Okay. There might be a possibility. Again, it's not. I've done this before for a few hospitals. There's a visa called H3, and the H3 visa is designed for training, where you're coming to the hospital to learn a skill, to before you actually on boards. It's kind of like a training visa. So I think they should look into. And if the lawyer doesn't know how to do it, you can reach out to me. So the idea with the H3 is that you're coming to the hospital to get training on a certain skill that you don't have in your home country. Nigeria and countries in the region are lacking certain technology that we have in the U.S. And we can argue that you need to come to work for them under the H3 as a trainee for 2 years to gain that skill before you know. And so I think that could be an option to explore if they're willing to do it for you. And if they're willing, feel free to reach out to me and I'll help you with that. Because if you get the H3, you can get paid. You don't have to go to school anymore. You get 2 years, and by the time the H3 is over, your EB3 will be already done and over.
Yeah. Do you do that?
Yeah, absolutely. So
How?
what I'm gonna need from you is I'm gonna need your detailed resume. I'm gonna need to see copies of your degree in nursing, and the reason why is because we go through your transcripts and we look at the subjects that you have and the subject that you don't have, and we try to match the visa to show what is the lack that you need. Do you understand? So absolutely, yeah. So what I suggest you do is just send me a text. Use my number in the bio, and then I'll set up a meeting with you.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
And just mention that you're the Nigerian nurse, and I'll remember.
Thank you.
All right? Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Let's get you out of that student visa. The thing is this, guys. I'm not saying that I know everything in immigration. Obviously, there are immigration lawyers that know more than I do. But I think the thing that we like to do is find solutions, right? We always like to find solutions, and we keep learning all the time. Like I take CLE courses every month. I go back to educate myself all the time. We use AI and things like that to advance our research, because just because I've been doing this for 22 years doesn't mean that I know everything. I have to learn. And this is a good example, because the H3 visas has been a very good way for us to supplement visas for people that don't qualify for the traditional H1B, but they potentially could do it because they're younger, because they come from countries that are lacking in technology or training. So then we can use it. And for this particular person, she can save so much money by not going to school and getting a visa that will allow her to work. So it's always good to have a second opinion. That's why the lives are so important for you guys, because you have access to me and to attorneys like myself to be able to get those answers. Um, let's see here. I'm going through the divorce. I'm going through divorce, and I'm in Turkey now with my 751 extension. That's a good question. USCIS address still the same on the system since I don't have a place to stay. If I explain to the CBP officer, um, is it a violation? Um, well, it's a very tricky situation, because you're going to have a lot of documents to prove that even though you are going through divorce, why, first of all, you have still the same address. What is going to happen to you in terms of how you file for the waiver? So as long as you prepare all the documents and you keep all the documentation intact, then you should be fine. I don't think it's going to be a problem. That's actually a good point. The more live streams we do, the more I learn in real time talking to people, for sure. 100%, guys. That's actually a good point. I mean, the more I do these lives and I interact with people, and also, the communication that you guys send me DMs and all that, there are some situations that I've never heard before, but because of you, I suddenly get exposed to it. Oh my God, this is crazy. And then we research it and we find solutions. So once again, if you need my help, remember immigration is federal. We can help you in all 50 states. If you're watching this on TikTok, keep tapping the screen, share the live, use the form that I just pinned to get in touch with me during the live. Why is it important to do it during the live? Because during the live, anybody who reaches out during the live, I have to reward you for it. So you get priority, you get special pricing for consultations, um, and you have access to me. Most of these consultations eventually will be done with me. Not all of them, but most of them will be. So take advantage of this. Text me right now. Use the form. And there's also, if you don't like the form, you can use the number. There's a number in my bio. Just text me from the live. You'll be surprised, guys. If you overstay your ESTA, it's possible to get a work visa. No, because once you overstay your ESTA, you finished. The ESTA is like the worst thing ever because the ESTA is the 90-day permit that Europeans get to the United States, Australians, Europeans. Once you overstay this ESTA, you can't use it forever, and you can't change yourself to anything. So it's the worst thing ever. 30 countries will be added on the list. Is that true? Correct. So 30 more countries will be added on the banned list in the next 30 days. So by the end of January, we're going to have 30 more countries, including Nigeria, including El Salvador, including Peru, from what we heard. Again, it's not official, including Jordan. Why Jordan? I don't know. Including the Palestinian territories. All these countries will be added to the ban, which means no visas, no travel, no nothing. Please look at my question if I can repost my question, but I don't want to spam. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's see what your question is. I'm getting so many questions, you guys. Here we go. I found you. Does traffic infraction, one old and one new, affect future applications? No, it's not. One is good. Let's do this. Perfect
Hey,
timing. How are you?
hey, Jacob, how are you? Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I remember the last time when I attempted for the very
Yeah.
first time, I just went
For sure.
bonkers.
All
Yeah,
right. Tell me.
yeah. You remember
I do.
speaking last time? Yeah, it's
Sure.
been a week, basically, Jacob.
Yeah.
I expedited my employment based. Sorry, I mean my EAD renewal. It was last Monday when I did this, and I remember speaking to you last Monday after I did this for after an hour or something.
What happened?
So
Yeah.
yeah, nothing happened. Still waiting to see the case moving forward. I never saw reflection of the case update on my case. So I mean, I was speaking to some one of my friends who just got greened recently under the same EB3 category, and he mentioned to me if it were to be denied, maybe they will deny it in like no time. So that's a good sign. It's been a week, so I see something happening in your case. So I thought, I saw you online. I thought, let me just log in and say hi and see what do you think about it.
So I mean, again, I told you. I mean, I think 1 week is is a short amount of time. But I think don't first of all don't compare yourself to your friends. Every case is different. Your case is.
Right. Yeah, that's
Oh,
correct. Yeah.
I think last time I told you to wait 30 days, didn't I?
Yeah, exactly. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, you should wait 30 days. Don't contact immigration.
No, I won't. I won't. Yeah.
And I'm telling you, you'll be surprised. I think we're gonna get some good news. So 30 days is gonna be what, the first week of January?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think December 1st was when I logged in the expedite request. So basically, 30 days would be December 31st.
Okay. Yeah. So I would wait for the first week of January. Nothing's gonna happen in December. By the way, guys, immigration is going to be um almost non-responsive after the 16th of December. So if you need to take care of anything with immigration, do it before or after. Okay.
Yeah, and my friend was even trying to ask. He was asking me, why can't you like go Congress
No.
request?
Don't do anything right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I said to him like, hey, I already did everything I could have done. I did expedite. I mean, logged in a service request for my 485 saying it's out of normal processing time. I did expedite my 765, and I did mention everything in there, consolidating my 485J details, 485 details, and the service number and everything in there. So I didn't wanna, load up too much on them. That way they would kind of get mad at me, not
Yeah, yeah,
looking at my case. So I was like, I said no to him. So I thought, I'll probably wait.
yeah, yeah. No, wait until the first week of January. Call me back. Like I said, come back on the show that week. And then if nothing happened, I have a plan of action for your case.
Thank you so much, Jacob. Thanks for listening to me, and really appreciate. Really nice talking to you. Thanks for helping everybody out in here.
Appreciate you.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thank you.
guys.
Bye bye.
Happy holidays. Thanks. Um, so is Ukraine included in the 19 countries? No, Ukraine is not, but Ukraine might be included in the expanded list. All right, guys. Let's see. I'll take a few more questions from Instagram, and then we are closing the main live. We're staying on TikTok, so if you want to keep watching the live, move to our TikTok account because we're staying on TikTok a little bit longer as we do every week. How successful EB2 if there's a pending asylum? If you have a strong case, they're quite successful. Um, can you apply for E2 if your asylum is denied and you have pending appeal? I wouldn't do it from the inside the US because you won't be able to change your status. Does it make sense? All right, guys. So at this point, we are about 1 hour, 15 minutes on YouTube. Two things before we end the stream on this way. Joey, Laura, and Lynn were asking if you want to get in touch with me, please send me a text right now. The number is on my screen. Thanks, guys. Do it right now from the live to book your appointments because my calendar is super tight and I'm double booked pretty much until Christmas. So I want to make sure we can help as many people as possible. So use that number on the screen right now. I'll put it again. Those of you on Instagram, if you missed asking your question, send me a DM while you're on the live, or anybody can just send me a DM on Instagram always because we are responding there fast on DMs. On TikTok, we prefer use the text number in my bio or the form that you see at the screen right now. All right, guys. It was a pleasure. We'll see you next week on Monday, as always. If you have questions, get your questions organized, and we will be able to. Thanks, appreciate it. After 120 days, we'll file the mandamus. Anybody who's being delayed, remember, guys. Hey, Jude, how are you? Where do you get your number? There we go. Use that number here. Okay. So, anybody who's pending more than 120 days for any of your applications, specifically citizenship, let's talk about mandamus. If you're delayed on your I-130, if you're delayed on your, applications for green cards, depends on how long you've been delayed. But we'll have to file a mandamus. So that's going to be a solution to get you out of these delays because it's not fair for them to delay people just because you are from one of these countries. We will be filing a lot of mandamus cases. We're getting ready to hire a few more attorneys for these mandamus lawsuits. So it's going to be a fun early 2026. All right, guys. So thanks for watching here on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. We'll see you next Monday. Unless something crazy happens, we'll do a spontaneous live during the week. We're still on TikTok, so if you want to keep watching, join us on TikTok. And the TikTok account, I'll put the handle here. So yeah, that's the one. If you go on TikTok right now, that's the account you want to follow and join. Continue the live. We are back on TikTok right now to finish the party. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a beautiful week. Stay safe. Remember, if ICE detains you, you don't sign anything. You don't speak with them until you speak with the attorney, and then Don't travel until you verify that you're eligible to leave. Okay, guys? And if you're from one of those 19 countries, forget about it. Stay safe. Happy holidays. We'll see you next week.